Hello, sysfailure here again. Today we're in Snapshot 14W18A, which is basically all about some changes to the slime block. Now, this particular snapshot doesn't really have a lot in it because Swedish holiday tomorrow, so they've not really done a lot and released it a day early. However, there are an absolute crap ton of bug fixes. If you remember the last snapshot video, trying to generate crazy landscapes often didn't work. Turned out that was a bug, that's fixed. The clicking on levels actually loading them straight away instead of needing double clicks, that's fixed as well. And you can now have the lava oceans, you can have oceans of lava everywhere, so that works now as well. And there's a bunch of other bug fixes. But other than that, there's really only one sort of feature in here, and that's some changes to these. Now obviously, you can sort of bounce off of them and everything. Well, they've been given a couple of new little uses, so let's just hop on the top of this one. Now if I press the button, whee! Just sort of launches you up in the air a little bit. Yeah. There we go, that's it. Another thing is, as you can see with this one here, with all the various little blocks stuck on the side of it, if you were to push this previously, that column there would go up, and then it would stay up, and the bottom block would come down. Well, if you've got slime blocks, they're actually all stuck to each other, and as long as they're connected by slime blocks, you can have up to 12 blocks in total. So things like this, you've got a piston, slab, block, fence, and if we do that, the entire structure moves at once, although fences and slabs do look a little odd when you get pushed about. It is only blocks like that though, so if you had things like redstone torches or tracks and stuff, which I've overdone it, hang on. As you can see, they do break, and torches actually gets launched into the air. So it's a bit of a shame that it actually breaks rail tracks, so that would have been kind of cool to have a bit you could sort of push up and down for tracks. Now, a couple of interesting uses with them. If you have an item on it, so just do that, it can also be launched into the air, just like a person. So that could possibly be used for some sort of system like this that sends items up the way. So let's say I was to throw a few of these in, and they come flowing into the system. Down you go, and up. Here comes another one. And they're up here in the water through the hoppers and into the chest. It turns out the timing of this particular setup is actually surprisingly reliable. If I was to just get a bunch of those and just sort of start throwing them in, just sort of randomly just to try and screw it up. Let's try putting a whole lot in. That would help if I actually put them in. Coming up. Yeah. See if we can get the whole stack in random places. And right, that'll do. So they're coming in, just happily sitting there and taking off, which is nice. Apart from that lot, they seem to have broken it. As I said, it's reasonably reliable unless too much clumps up at once like that. Whoops. Let's just throw them in. And we broke it again. Anyway, see, it was reasonably reliable until I go to demonstrate it. But you could probably build something around that, try and make it slightly more reliable, obviously. And I can see we've got 63 up there, so 64 total. If an item lands onto the slime block and it's still moving, which if I was to say knock the timings down, I think that's probably enough. Oops. Right. Is this too quick? Yes, that's too quick. Damn it. Right, there we go. So you see they were moving, and because of that, it went off to the side and hit it. So if you do build something and you're launching items up, make sure the items are not moving before they land on it. So that's something you can do with them. I have to be careful though, because another feature of the blocks, if I just I'll demonstrate it with this one. Let's put that there. Now if I press this, it goes up, and now it pulls it back down again, because it's part of the structure. So if you had something like this, which is, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go away cow, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's one block short of the maximum that can be pushed at once. So they can be pushed, and it will launch our lovely little creatures into the air, so let's just do that. Whee! And it stays up there, because now these blocks all around here have all become part of the structure, so it won't come back down again, which is a little bit of a shame. There's also a rather odd little noisy machine you can make. Let's just get that. Okay. Right, let's just build one of these up here. Right, let's see if I can remember what I'm doing. Sticky piston there. Yes, that looks right. One there. Yep, that's it. Okay. And now if we put a redstone block here and one here, you can build weird ass crap like this, which has absolutely no sensible use. Well, actually it could have uses, but it's just bizarrely annoying, mostly. I got his name now. Dockham, yeah. Dockham and Zipcrowd have actually managed to make a flying machine based upon that, which will actually just fly happily across the map. God knows how that's done. I haven't actually got around to watching the video yet. But the final entertaining thing I want to show you, now this may or may not work properly, because sometimes lag breaks this. And I'm going to probably going to do a separate video on this particular thing, just for those people who have not watched this, or if you just want to see how to build it. But let's set up this. And away we go! Little sand wave machine. Because when sand's falling, classy little entity, and if you time it right, it gets pushed up and it bounces up there. There we go. So up. And down. And it always tends to break when I turn this off. Let's see if it will break. Oh, amazing, it didn't break that time. But that's a bizarre little use for it that probably has not many practical uses. But that's quite entertaining. There you go, so that's it basically. 14W18A is mostly new slime block features and shit ton of bug fixes. So as per usual, thanks for watching and bye bye. You notice the car slides up out of here and in a position ready to go in. There's no going back out this direction. You're committed to either getting in here, or if I step round here, that opens and lets me out and the car disappears. So I just demonstrate that when you can see, step there, off it goes.